Hi, good afternoon. My good name is Irene Kabunde, and on this channel we have fun, learn and inspire. So on today's episode, I'm joining Hand in Hand Training Center. It's a demo farm. It's all in one. Everything you need to know about agriculture, agroecology, you're gonna find it here.
Okay, welcome to the Hand in Hand organization. Here we are located in Matayo sub-county, Nangoma village, Siamahanga village. Here in Hand, I'm Ekesa Eric, the farm manager of this farm. We are currently doing agroecology, purely organic agriculture in this farm, and more other organic practices in this farm. So you feel welcomed, and I think you are going to enjoy your visit to our farm. This is our tree nursery. We are doing fodder tree. These are Calandra and these one are Sesbenias. We have these two species here, Sesbenia and Calandra. Now these are Sesbenias, these are Calandra. They are both all fodder trees. These are fodder plants which we are using for feed, to feed animals, dairy farms, dairy cattle and dairy goats. They are so nutritious. We are planning to just transplant them within this week to their farm, so that we may plant along the fence to ensure that we have enough fodder when we start our dairy farming in this farm. In agroecology, we are trying our level best to do everything natural. That's why we have decided to plant this Calandra and Sesbenia to make our own fodders for our dairy program. So we are planning to plant around 12,000 seedlings into our farm to make sure that we do have enough so that we may sustain each and every animal that we are having in this farm. And as you can see, we are also planning to have the timber forest, and the tubing is already ongoing. Here we have already potted around 450 potting bags for the new plants that we want to plant. So we are ready to start doing this onset of the short season. When the short season starts, we are going to irrigate this farm and make sure that we plant enough into our farm so that our dairy farm may have enough to sustain it throughout the year. In this vermicompost we are making manure, both liquid and organic manure. As you can see in this our vermi, we are feeding them with several feeds here. As you can see, these are our vermi. Wow, there are so many here. They like avocado, as you can see. So they produce joys in this farm that we are using as pesticide, both organic pesticide, as you can see them. They are also using the over. They do like them so much. As you can see, these are our vermi. These are our vermi, as you can see. As you can see, they like avocado so much. So everything here we are doing CERA, circular economy and regenerative agriculture, which means that all leftovers of everything, they are being used. We don't have any waste in our farm. To make sure that we have, at the end product of everything, we are having a vermi juice. After the composition of everything, those vermiworms, they are giving us this vermi juice that we are using as fertilizer and pesticide into our crops. It's purple in color, as you can see, pure organic, pure natural, and it's doing good into our farms. Thank you. Okay, in a week, these vermi juice we can harvest 40 to 30 liters in a week, and as you can see, they are being extracted foliar into our plants. As you can look, the other end we have where we are having organic planted vegetable using purely organic, no synthetic fertilizer. We are only using organic manure from the vermi and other. These are pyramid gardens. These are pure organic, no synthetic fertilizer, no synthetic pesticide. We are only using vermi juice and other pesticide like defrosias, black pepper, and Tidonia plant to make sure that we just manage our pest control. Despite many challenges, they are so nutritious and very good to our health, because that may bring cancer or affect people during the last stage when using them as food. So in our farm, we have sections. We are having 4 zones. This is the first zone, is a 0 zone, where we are having our compound and our everything, as you can see. And the second zone, in zone 0, we are having a training shed and our office structure, tree nursery, as you can see. And in zone 1, we are having kitchen garden. Here we are doing organic agriculture and conservation agriculture. The type of tillage that we do here is minimum tillage. And we are also practicing agroforestry, whereby we allow our crops to integrate with other weeds so that the competition may be just the same. Nature doesn't mimic maybe straight lines. You can see that our structures, some of them they are bent and some are not looking straight. But because of the nature, we want to make sure that everything goes well. Everything is well maintained naturally. That's why we do minimum tillage, and at a time we do no tillage at all. But we may just uproot the growing weeds that may affect our plants. First, 2022, this demo floor was launched officially. After the launch, we demarcated these areas and zones, and we decided to start planting our natural veggies. Here, as we can see, we are doing some types of quiet irrigation, and because it's a demo farm, we are more farmers from this area and other respective areas that are coming for learning purposes, and we are training them on how to use organic pesticides, on how to use organic modified materials, because naturally we have many lifestyle diseases that have affected many people. It's just because of lifestyle diseases and lifestyle things that people are doing. So we in Siamahanga, in our demo farm, we have opted to do pure organic so that we may save lives. These veggies that are pure organic, even somebody who is even living in urban areas, we can also train them on how to minimize the land. They may have maybe have one pyramid or one multi-story bag to have their vegetable that may serve them. Maybe looking to these pyramids. We in agroecology, we don't do monocropping. As you can see here, we have 3 species of plants. We have sukuma wiki here. You can see here we have the spinach, and we have the spider plant. Not spider plant. This is a black nightshade. This is a managu. So these 3 species, they support each other. Maybe the pests that may attack sukuma wiki or the kales, they cannot attack the spinach. So during to that, plant diversity help us to maintain pesticides and diseases into our farm. As you can see, we have tried a lot here, because this is a demo farm. Here we just try to do a mono. We have only planted the kales here to see the difference between the other one for learning purposes. Okay, into this demo farm, you may see this plot. We are having onions, and we are having sukuma wiki, and we are also having the spinach plants. Now these onions here, we are using them as repellent crops to make sure that the pests that may affect these plants, they are not there, because the smell that onion gives, it's a repellent to pesticide and some aphids that may affect sukuma wiki. That's why you can see this without even chemical maintenance, they are just doing well. Yes. So here it's pure organic and pure natural plant diversity. As you can see, sukuma wiki, we have integrated them with onions. We are having Ethiopian kale, as you can see. We have integrated them and they are doing well. Ethiopian kale is also quite resistant because it has some sweet smell that makes other pesticide to not to manifest into our farm. And it's one of the nutritious vegetable that many people have started liking, especially in this village. Every customer that comes into our farms, Ethiopian kale. We are trying to ensure that we plant each and every species of vegetable so that we see which one can do better. But cabbage is giving us challenge because it seems that its management and maintenance, it needs a lot of attention, as you can see. But most of them, they are doing good, although we are struggling with them. But as we can see, agroecology, it's a long process that we need to take our time, to be responsible, to make sure that we keep our nature clean, because without polluting our soil, without polluting our environment. Nursery beds for both kales and Ethiopian kale, as you can see. These are our nursery beds. They're also doing good, despite we don't have enough rain, but as you can see, we are trying to our level best to make sure that they do well. As you can see, those are Ethiopian kales, those are amaranthus, and these are our kale seedlings. They are both doing good, as you can see, and we are trying our level best to ensure that we make it up to standard. It's our first time we have planted these varieties of crops, and we are assessing which one is doing best. The challenges, any challenges that we are meeting or getting right now, we are looking forward to address it, to make sure that next time when we do it, it will be better, because we never knew which one will do better and which one cannot do better. But after the assessment, after the research that we have been doing into this farm, we are able to see and to know and to single out crops that may do well in this our farm. And as we believe, it will be one of the best farm in Busia and good training school for adult people, to make sure that we have good organic food at home, safe food that is that may not bring a lot of complication into our bodies as we use it. This type is called red cereals. As you can see, they are doing good. They are almost 1.5 months, and you see they are doing good. As you can see, the bulbs they have started forming, and we are just selling them to the local farmers around, so that they also may have good things. This is our zone 2 area, and this is our food forest. As you can see, we are having several plants here. This is our forest for food. As you can see, we have groundnuts, we have maize, we have bananas, the oranges here. Forest, we have pawpaw, we have the avocado, we have jackfruit, and all types of fruits are being found here, and vegetables. Okay. It's our food forest farm. You may be able to take or to get anything that you want. If you want vegetable, you will get. If you want maize, if you want cereals, you will get here. In our food forest, it's available. So looking forward, after a few years, after the oranges have come up, purples and everything, it will be one beautiful land in this area, because in our food forest we have everything. As we can walk around and see, big jackfruit is there. We are also having avocado tree here. It's also big, and it's already also have fruit that we may have so many. These are avocados in our farm, and we have also jackfruit around. We are using it as pesticide also. Yeah. Okay, we are doing here flood control and soil erosion management. As you can see in our farm, in every plot that we have demarcated here, you can see here we are digging trenches and terraces for irrigation, so that our farm may not be affected with the water and floods, and it's giving us a challenge, but it's a genuine challenge because this is a demo farm. We are going to practice and to make sure that we eliminate it everywhere so that it may not appear anymore into our farm. Farmers are passing through, maybe through the strider. We also encounter and ensure that we help them to manage it. So being here, you have just kept it purposely of this strider plant. You make sure that you uproot them all in your land and you dig a hole and then you sink them inside. You'll be managing it. But throwing them into the road, throwing them into the river, you are just spreading the destruction. So it's better to manage it by just digging a hole and making sure that you can see how this farm is doing good. And maize double copy. You may look this one. It went crazy because of the fertility and good treatment. It gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, this is due to agroecology and good management. Because as you can see it. So mainly in our farm, the farm is being, and we want to train farmers so that they may. We planted 833 DK, and as we can see, it's doing good. It's one of the best, I can say. This year in our land, it has done good. I've divided it into 3 parts. In first place, when we planted those, that's DK 833, one that has been double cobbing, and we planted it earlier. After 3 weeks, we planted this one. These are DK 777, and as you can see, it's tasseling. It is tasseling, as you can see, but earlier. So in our farming, we harvest first plot, and it gives us some time so that we may also harvest another plot. We do not plant just at once so that we harvest once. No, we want to have at least intervals of harvesting and intervals of having foods. And for making that, we are going to make them step by step because we are doing agroecology. That's why we planted into different phases so that we may have enough time to collect everything. Because we are doing secular and secular economy and regenerative agriculture, we want to use everything from the farm into the feeding zone, and from the feeding zone back to the farm, all round. No waste product we are realizing in our farm. So we are also integrating different types of crops. But in our main farm where we are having 833, we planted with beans. We had already harvested beans, and here we had planted here cowpeas. We also harvested and sold it all. Now we are waiting to harvest the last, and we don't encourage to disturb the soil every time and then. That's why you may see our maize, they look maybe like they're not good, but they're doing good because those weeds are acting as cover crops, and soil needs to be covered. Because there is a saying that says that if you make soil to cry, you will also cry because it will not give you food. So you should not make the soil to cry. Leave it with some at least cover crop so that the soil also may feel well, like just a human, and it will suffer.
Yeah.
Now this is our second zone in main farm. So in the third and the last zone, we are having sunflowers. You can see. We had trees that we had planted in our nursery. We are planning to bring them all here, those fodder trees. We have 1.5 acres here of land that we want to make sure that we neutralize everything. This is our zone 4. And the remaining part here, we want to make accommodation for people that will be visiting our farm and they want to rest. Okay. We are going to have a gazebo somewhere there, a swimming pool. and we shall make sure that people who visit, or farmers who visit our farm, they have good time when visiting us. So this will be the area of stay while they are under accommodation into our farm. So this is zone 5. We are moving to conservation area.
Conservation area.
Yes.
Okay.
In our conservation area, there are the area that we are having our bees. Apiary, so apiary zone. No problem. That's our traditional beehive, one of the good one. And colonization, the first colonization, it came in 2nd February 2023. Inspection was done yesterday, and building inside is doing good. Harvesting next month, it will be ready to be harvested. Kenyan top bar, MG4. It has a healthy colony, as you can see. Inspection was done. Testing. It can give us between 8 to 12 kgs of honey when harvested, and it's doing good. Apiary area and our conservation area. The reason why we decided to bring this apiary on this side is because we are having a stream down the line here where bees are going to get water, and because this end of this is our land, and there is no more disturbance here, and this land is fenced from this end, so nobody may come in and interfere. One there, and also we are having there. Named it King Lion because it have a very healthy colony. Okay. And it's very hostile. It doesn't want anybody around. That's why we do call it King Lion. Here our main aim is to train farmer on how to do circular economy and regenerative agriculture, which means that we want to reduce the cost. Our mission is to make sure that farmers get maximum products and they reduce cost of production into the farms. Secondly, also soil management and maintenance to ensure that our soils are fertile and free from pests and chemicals. Here is a training center where we are training farmers on how to manage their soils also, to make sure that the use of synthetic fertilizers has made a lot of harm onto our farms. Our soils now, they're tired and they need repair. So here in our demo farm, we have started already repairing our soil, and our farms are doing good after just small repair. And as we look forward to repair the land, we want to encourage the community and the people that and the farmers that shall be visiting our farm, to make sure that they maintain their farm in a healthy way, naturally and healthy way. This organic way is the only way that we can make sure that we are having safe food for ourselves and our community. So in our hand in hand, our mission is to ensure that we train farmers on how to make and produce healthy food into our community, that so that we may not have challenges of lifestyle diseases. As you all understand, we have a mission here, and during our training sessions in the near future we are going to charge training fees so that we may also have to sustain ourselves, because we have bills to take care of, and we as the farm, at the end of the day, we shall have to manage ourselves. Right now we are being sponsored, but in the near future we shall be sponsors of ourselves. So we shall be charging and training and making sure that farmers that visit us, they get quality education and quality knowledge on how to do agroecology and organic practices. To our near future plans, we become the first and the most affordable place where somebody can go and get education cheaply, and also have modern and agroecology way of farming here. Organic agriculture, we are doing conservation agriculture, we are doing agroforestry, we are doing CERA, which means circular economy and regenerative agriculture into our farm. So those knowledges, we are going to combine them and make sure that it become one topic that our community, our farmers our visitors that will be visiting our farm, they may enjoy and have to practice in their own communities and their own farms. We are also planning to have accommodation center. When people visit us, when farmers visit us, they may come and stay safely and have many things. Okay, as you can see, we have structures around, although they are not ready, and most of them we are planning to finish them soon. We are going to have dairy farming here for cattle, dairy goat, poultry. We are going to practice. So I want to welcome you into our farm. We are located in Matayos, Nangoma village. On your way to Nangoma, opposite there is a 2 signposts, one going to Nangoma, maybe like 500 meters from Impreza Junction. You will find us there, and we are going to train you, and we will be happy to host you as your visit. Thank you and welcome again. Information, you can subscribe to these channels, Irene Kabunde, for more information.